Right now, we are talking about 795 million people affected of hunger.
That's 1 in 9 of the people living on the planet. And yet it's still hard for us to get our hands around what that number really means.
The vision of Rise Against Hunger has always been a world without hunger.
You've heard the expression, don't just give someone a fish, but teach them how to fish. And if we can go into a community around the world and teach people microfinance projects, agricultural projects, farming techniques, that's actually helping that community, that individual, become sustainable.
That's a long-term solution.
We've established our meal packaging program now in 20 cities throughout the United States and in 5 other countries outside the U.S. Last year we engaged more than 370,000 volunteers, those people who are stepping up, whether they're individuals, whether they're faith-based communities, whether they're corporations. Those are the heroes in our effort.
We have partners around the world.
It's the people on the ground in the countries that ensure that the meals that are packed get to the folks that need the meals.
We currently have offices around the world in South Africa, in Italy, Malaysia, Philippines, and India.
In September of 2015, the United Nations adopted the Sustainable Development Goals. They created a goal of ending hunger by the year 2030.
By addressing the root causes of hunger, we think we can do it.
We can end the greatest scourge of humanity, and all it takes is all of us working together.
Fantastic. This is exactly what we want to see. We can talk technology day in and day out. If it's not impacting the world, making a positive change in people's lives, then really what are we doing? What are we working toward? Really beautiful. We're going to go directly into another piece. Our own Rob Boyd spent some time over with the Rise Against Hunger people. He was able to have some terrific meetings and learn exactly what Rise Against Hunger is doing here at Cisco Live in Barcelona. Let's go right to that right now. Rob, take it away.
Oh, hey guys, we're in the Rise Against Hunger booth, and there are people out here that are filling bags and making a difference. I want to find out what this all is about, because every one of you needs to make a pass through here and come get involved and understand a little bit about this story so we can help spread this message and help me understand it better. Karen Noe, how are you doing?
I'm doing great today, thank you. Awesome.
I have to remember to do the microphone for you as well. I'm really bad about that. But so let me, first of all, what is your position with Rise Against Hunger?
Sure. I'm the Director of Global Partner Relations, and that simply means we take care of all our corporate partners, get them engaged to join our mission to end hunger.
Okay, now I think you said some of it there, but describe to me what is the mission for Rise Against Hunger? Where does it kind of begin and end? Where's the focus?
It's a great question, and it is such a big issue, hunger. But I'll try to stay focused for you. Our mission is to end hunger by 2030. There you go. How are we going to do that? That's a big question, and if we had the answer, we would have done it by now. There is a cure: feed people.
Okay. Sounds simple.
Right. It's not. It's got a lot of complicating factors. So we've broken it down for us in our NGO to 4 areas of focus: nourishing lives, empowering communities, responding to emergencies, and growing a movement. The growing the movement part is kind of like, if people don't get engaged and don't get involved, we think hunger is around still.
It's distant. It's more.
They don't get it. They don't feel it. It's not on the top of the fold of the paper.
Right.
And there's a little bit of apathy going on. Yeah. So when we do the Nourish Lives part of our work, we get people together, they package meals, they sit around the funnel, they start talking about hunger, what it really means that 815 million people are malnourished and hungry every day of the week. So that's not okay. As humans, we want to take care of our fellow man, and that needs to change. So by sitting together and standing together and serving, not only are the people that receive the meals transformed, but the people right here are having a very good day, and they're doing something really good for the world.
Yeah, we actually had to ask them to kind of keep it down a little bit because they were getting excited and lots of conversations going on, new friendships being made kind of around the community table as they're getting stuff done. Walk me through the rest of the booth. If someone were to come visit, what would they learn? It feels like there's an educational focus, as you said, kind of to understand what the challenge is and how we can all play a part to help overcome it.
Yes, there is. Do you want to walk around and?
Just tell me a little bit about it, and then we'll show it.
Okay, good deal. The big challenge, I think, at the end of the day is in the beginning, the apathy, getting over that, growing a movement, caring, and we're getting more into sort of advocacy work, we are aligned with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. We are number 2, zero hunger by 2030. So we're working with a lot of corporate partners, private sector, public sector, communities, clubs, a lot of vertical markets to get this done because we're not going to end it alone. It's going to take everybody. So that's the advocacy part and growing movement, the nourishing lives. But I think one of the key areas that we're really going into, and I think is a natural outcome of really working on this issue over time, is that the partners that get these meals are now becoming healthier. But now they want water, they want clean water. Now they want to learn how to farm themselves. They want micro enterprise projects. So we go deeper with those partners, and what we see as the future is hitting all of those numbers, helping them live to the next day, thriving, bringing these meals to school programs. 55% of the people we serve are students under the age of 16. So what happens is they go to school when there's food, they stay in school when there's food, and they become educated. Now you're nourishing the community is becoming healthier, now they're going to learn agriculture and economics and really improve their lives fundamentally. And very soon, at one point, the goal is to leave. Yeah. And they're sustainable. And we go to the next part. So that's sort of the big picture of our approach to ending hunger.
So there's one thing I always find fascinating even about technology is that whenever you start getting closer and you start getting into something, you realize it's something that is so simple from the outside and perhaps easy to diagnose with our infinite wisdom as individuals. We get closer, we realize, okay, this is a multi-tiered issue. So you guys obviously do more than just what we're seeing here, of course. You've made it so easy on us to come to Cisco Live and feel like we're contributing. And obviously we are. What are you going to do with this food, in fact? Where's it going to go from here?
That is a super great question. We already know where these 80,000 meals this week, we could talk about that, are going. They're going to one of our partners in Zambia. Nope, Zimbabwe. They're going to one of our partners in Zimbabwe, a school feeding program, our typical program, where they'll help these kids get to school and get through school. And it's a partner we've had for about 4 years. We're working with another organization called ADRA, and millions of meals are going there this year to help those schools.
So how did you guys get involved with Cisco? Where did this relationship start?
That's a great idea. Actually, if I can say, in the Bay Area. We were opening a Rise Against Hunger office there 5 years ago. Reached out to Cisco. Cisco said yes. Nice. Thank you very much. But the history is pretty interesting because from there to date, Cisco's packaged about 1.6 million meals. We're one of the few NGOs that they work with where we work with both their employees and their customers, which we love. Yeah. We love both the interaction, employee engagement, customer facing. We do the Cisco Live events here and there when it works, and we love that. Yeah. But also, they really helped us to open one of our 5 affiliates in India 2 years ago. And that was an amazing transformation. India is obviously a country that has a high heat index for malnutrition. And we're there now, and Cisco's there, and other companies, and we're all working together to grow that area and that impact.
That's excellent. I've got a couple of missionaries. So interesting. So that's very good to hear. Thank you so much for your partnership. Guys, I want to encourage you to come by the booth. There's obvious things to do to get involved, but it's more than that. You just got to make it a requirement so that every single person can say before they've left Cisco Live that they've come through here, they understand at least some basics, and they've helped package some food that's going to go to people that really need this so that we can actually solve a problem, not just keep feeding the problem, we're actually solving problems. I really love that about what you guys are doing.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching.
Just fantastic. Go, be a part of it. Stop at Rise Against Hunger, be a part of packing up 80,000 meals here on site. Amazing to hear these details and what Rise Against Hunger is doing. We are going to stay in the whole CSR, corporate responsibility mode for the next few minutes and talk about something that is so near and dear to our hearts, the Cisco Networking Academy. Net Academy has had another tremendous impact on the world, on students all over the world, and in turn it's really helping to motivate and drive us here at Cisco. I've got a lot of colleagues at Cisco. They begin to talk about Net Net Academy, and I'm not kidding you when I say they tear up. It hits them right where they live emotionally in such a deep place because they can see how this changes lives. Some of the students who have come through Cisco Networking Academy have gone on to such tremendous success, and it's a personal pride for us here at Cisco. We take it very seriously. It's really building the workforce of tomorrow. The Networking Academy has impacted over 7.8 million students in over 170 countries. It's about training both your hands and your brain, and it's the flagship of what we're doing here in corporate responsibility. Let's go to another tape, learn a little bit more about the Cisco Networking Academy. Check it out.
The world. On the surface, it looks pretty much as it did 20 years ago. But thanks to technology, it's a very different place. Back in 1997, Cisco was just starting to connect the world.
You've got mail.
We even donated some networking equipment to a local school, only they didn't know what to do with it. That's when the light went on. We could teach them. We saw that technology combined with education has the power to change lives, and Cisco Networking Academy was born. It grew quickly, from training a few dozen students to preparing millions around the world for the jobs of the future.
It has helped me become an IT expert.
You learn to work with other people, and you learn to study, to share your knowledge with them, and to let them share their knowledge with you.
I'm looking for the best and brightest, and I've got a platform with the Cisco Net Academy that gives me access to the up-and-comers. This is an amazing pool of candidates.
About 60 to 65% of the students are first-generation learners, which means their parents are not educated, the parents are not from IT. Partnering with Cisco NetAcad was the perfect answer to help prepare the students for a future in technology.
Partnering with the talent teams with Cisco Networking Academy, we are investing in innovation and the Industry 4.0, and we are playing a significant role in the digitization of all the critical assets of the country.
Today, the world is changing at an ever faster rate, and so is Cisco Networking Academy, continually updating its courses to keep students ready for today's world and tomorrow's challenges, and working with educators to develop new courses and champion new ways to teach and engage students. Today, Networking Academy teaches the cutting-edge digital skills most in demand by employers, and the entrepreneurial skills students need to become leaders, start their own businesses, and solve the world's biggest challenges. That's been our mission and our goal for 20 years, and will be for the next 20 and beyond. Join us, and let's change the world together.
There you go. Truly one of the greatest things happening here at Cisco. Net Academy has had such a remarkable impact on the world, and in exchange, that's had such a remarkable impact on us here at Cisco. Fantastic. One of the people who runs the Cisco Networking Academy, David DeSanbenito, sat down with Lauren Malhoy to talk about what makes the program so special. Let's hear it directly from the horse's mouth. David, we're going to send this over to you and Lauren right now.
Hi everyone, we're in the studio with David. David, you're going to tell us all about Networking Academy, is that right? Tell us first, what is Networking Academy? What do we do?
First of all, thank you very much for having me today here. Our flagship corporate social responsibility program is the Cisco Networking Academy. And this program is defined or is designed to address one of the growing needs that we have here today in Spain and in the world, which is helping students to tap into the IT market, the IT talent, right? So we do this by equipping students with the entry-level technical and soft skills that they need to land their first job. This program was born in 1997, so we are celebrating our 20th anniversary.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you. And the idea, it was when Cisco recognized the need to encourage people to develop their IT needs, especially in the area of networking. So we have been offering this program for free to non-for-profit educational institutions.
Wow.
And we provide them many benefits, like accessing Cisco courses linked with certifications of Cisco through our learning platform, assessment tools, even simulators, so students can practice their global problem-solving skills. And so far, the Cisco Networking Academy has invested a total of $2.6 billion in in-kind contribution in this program.
That's fantastic, kind of bridging that gap that will probably continue to exist as technology evolves, right? And speaking of that, is this part of a wider digital initiative then?
Well, yeah, Cisco is a global technology leader with a vision of changing the way we work, live, play, and learn. So Cisco Networking Academy somehow is also aligned with this vision because first, we help students to become global problem solvers in the IT industry. So we are generating the future talent pipeline for this industry. And second, because we also explain people the benefits of living in a digital society.
Yeah.
That's why Cisco Networking Academy has an ambitious goal of positively impacting 1 billion people by 2025.
That's amazing. So success factors so far, do you have metrics on that? Can you tell us a little bit about what we've seen?
Yeah, we started 20 years ago, so I guess impact and numbers is what we already have an evidence of our impact.
20 years of them, yeah.
So we have prepared during these 20 years, we have prepared over 7.8 million of students accessing IT careers.
That's amazing. Worldwide.
Worldwide. So our Cisco Networking Academy is the largest free educational program in the world.
Oh, really?
We train every year around 1 million of students with the support of a big community of teachers representing over 22,000 students worldwide in more than 10,400 institutions.
Wow.
So I guess that the impact that we are having is that we are helping the educational sector to bridge the gap with the IT industry, but also we are also impacting students' lives. Indeed, since 2005, we help 1.6 million of students to obtain a job in the industry.
And that's really what is the important part, right? You know, it's great that it's free and they're not paying maybe hundreds of thousands of dollars or euros or what have you to attend school, but the fact that they're getting real-world education as well.
Indeed, we are also doing this through innovation because obviously we have to keep innovating to be always the first one, right? So we innovate in two ways. We offer them the latest learning content. So this is aligned with the latest job demands from our Cisco partners.
Right.
So we prepare better our students for today's jobs. And the second one is services like, for instance, the Cisco Talent Bridge that we have recently launched in 2016. In only 1 year, we have already connected 1,200 students with our Cisco partners. So basically, the service is a talent bridge, is a service that is a marketplace where Cisco students can connect with job opportunities in our Cisco partners ecosystem. So
constantly feeding that pipeline. That's great. So what really makes this program unique then?
Well, I guess that any secret sauce has secret ingredients, right? But I will have to mention some, I would say 3, is our learning portfolio, content, diversity, and impact. You know, the first is that is basically the content that we create and we teach to our students that is aligned with the requirements from the industry. As the networking is a fundamental skill, we are adding other skills that are really relevant for them. One is coding, security, IoT, all those topics that are now emerging, right?
Right, not just route switch hardware anymore.
So for instance, in cybersecurity, we are bringing a new curricula, the CCNA Cyber Operations, to help students that they want to enter this job into the industry. Or for instance, coding, we are working with DevNet, our friends of DevNet, to develop a curricula around programming in order to help students to gain a new skill, which is networking programmability. In the diversity, well, traditionally networking has been a sector dominated by men.
Sure.
So we are proud that 25% of our student participants are female.
And that's great.
Indeed, if we look at if we focus on the EMEA region, there are countries with even higher percentages, like Nigeria with 40%, Jordan with 37%, or Tunisia with 40%. So I think making also a more diverse sector is also important for all of us.
I would agree.
And the impact is really important for us. I think we have now the evidence of how we are impacting students' lives.
Yep.
Indeed, for us it's critical to provide people around the world with access to education that is relevant for them in order to gain the skills to move from being consumers of technology to being producers of technology.
Yep.
Okay, and that's what we are doing with the Cisco Networking Academy. And our goal for the next years by 2021 is to at least every year impact 2 million of students through our program. So that's ambitious, but I think we will make it.
That's an ambitious goal. David, thank you so much for joining me. Everyone check out Networking Academy, and thanks for watching.
All right, thank you so much, David, and thank you, Lauren. Really, really beautiful what's happening at Cisco Networking Academy. Corporate responsibility, such a huge part of who we are and what we do here at Cisco, and we encourage all of you and invite all of you to take part, be a part of the conversation. And again, you can do it right here, right over at the Rise Against Hunger area, directly behind me in the hub.